The government is working on a fund to reduce the risk for banks that finance public and private acquisitions of electric buses. Sources tell us that an interministerial group is considering a fund with an outlay of up to 30,000 crore rupees. Parikshit standing by with more details. Parikshit, take us through the contours of this fund.
Well, the government has an ambitious plan to have 8 lakh electric buses by 2030. This is a roadmap that they are working towards. Now, they have realized that the electric bus ambitions of the government have not really taken off. And this is because the state transport units have not been fast enough to adopt electric buses. And secondly, when it comes to the private sector and even the public sector, there has been some sort of reluctance on the part of banks to lend to the EV space, especially electric buses and electric trucks, because they feel that this is a new technology, this is a new sector, and the resale values are not known as yet. So the interest rates are high and the credit flows are not to the extent that the industry really requires. So now the government is taking inputs from private bus aggregators, from SIDBI as well, and they're considering setting up a de-risking fund to the tune of 30,000 crores. Now, what will this do? This will enable the private sector companies to acquire more buses, and the government will act as a guarantor of those loans. The government hopes that by this de-risking fund, the government will actually encourage private sector, private banks to lend more and get the private investments rolling as far as electric bus mobility goes. This will also be used for incentivizing setting up of public charging infrastructure for electric buses across the country, and the same electric chargers which are for buses, which will be used for trucks as well, because the government in the next phase of their mobility program wants to focus on trucks in a big way. It remains to be seen whether this de-risking fund will be separate from the FAME scheme or will be a part of the new FAME scheme. Interestingly, as far as FAME 3 goes, the government's proposal, the Ministry of Heavy Industries proposal, is still pending with the Finance Ministry. The government may also take a call on extending the current FAME 2 scheme till July because there is no approval for the next phase of the FAME scheme just yet.
All right. Many thanks, Parikshit. The US Securities